This is a comprehensive tutorial about advanced spinning strategies to help your spun articles achieve close to 100% uniqueness. All of the techniques I'm about to discuss are optional, and you may not find it necessary to reach near-perfect uniqueness all the time. But in general, the higher the quality of your spins, the higher their uniqueness. And from a search engine perspective, the more unique your articles, the better. In indexing content, it's a well-known fact that the search engines will give maximum priority to good, completely unique content. One way to create lots of content that can be considered unique by the search engines is through article spinning. And article spinning has gained great popularity in search engine optimization because article spinning simply works. Spinning an article into hundreds or even thousands of unique spun versions and having all those versions indexed by the search engines can have a massive positive impact on search engine rankings. Search engines are catching on to this article spinning trend and are actively developing ways to go beyond simple word-level duplication to filter for uniqueness. The risk for us spinners is that not all of our spun content will be considered unique, and therefore, not all of our content will be indexed. In order to reach near 100% indexing, our articles really need to appear as if they were written by completely different people. And the Best Spinner is the perfect tool to help us do that. Let me show you how. First, let's consider for a moment how two different people would write an article on a similar topic. How would those two articles be different? The most obvious answer is that it is very unlikely that they would use the exact same words. That notion is the very basis of article spinning. And that's how most people will spin their content, by only changing words and phrases in the hopes of the search engines judging their spun content as unique. But word and phrase variations may not be enough to create true uniqueness. Varying words in a sentence will not change its basic construction, meaning the words will still express an idea in the exact same way. For example, the sentences, "Your approach to dog training has a big impact on the actual training results you will get," and "Your method of canine training will have a major effect on the real training results you will eventually get," are constructed in the exact same way, and there is a chance search engine algorithms will judge them as duplicate. Would two people, or better yet, would 100 people express this dog training idea in such a similar way? Probably not. How likely would two articles written by two different authors have the exact number of words and sentences? As most simply spun articles have the exact same sentences, with close to the exact same number of words, this can be a red flag for search engines, and some of your spun articles may therefore not be indexed. It is also very unlikely that both articles would have the exact same layout. One author may use bullets, another may have several images. The use of headings, underlines, and bolds may also be very different. Finally, the number of paragraphs, as well as the number of sentences per paragraph, may vary greatly. Another red flag would be if all of your spun articles are pointing to the exact same web page in the exact same manner. This may not look very natural to the eyes of the search engines. The normal linking patterns search engines look for when determining rankings may be something like this. Various sites, all with varying content, pointing to a particular site in their own unique way. All these incoming links will naturally have varying anchor text, from having the URL as anchor text to the infamous and ineffective click here. Incoming links will also be pointing to different web pages of our target site. In this continually evolving search environment, The solution is to spin our content as if every single one of our spun articles were written by completely different people. Quality spins will yield quality results. But not to worry. Achieving such levels of uniqueness is easier than you may think, thanks to the best spinner. Here's our near-perfect uniqueness checklist. Follow some or all of these tactics to significantly boost article uniqueness. I will go over each one in detail in a minute. Adequately spin words, phrases, sentences, and paragraphs. Spin sentence and paragraph structures. Spin the number of words and sentences. Spin the layout of your articles from bullets, images, to text formatting. Spin backlink, anchor text, and destination URL. One of the best ways to create deep synonym variations is through nested spins. We've adequately covered the spinning of words, phrases, sentences, and paragraphs in previous tutorials. Please refer back to them if necessary. Beyond simply spinning words and phrases, it is important to convey similar ideas but expressed in completely different sentence and/or paragraph structures. An example would be, your approach to dog training has a big impact on the actual training results you will get. Spun with, how effectively your dog is trained is to a great extent influenced by the training techniques you use. This type of spinning makes it difficult, if not impossible, for search engines to consider these two sentences as coming from the same author. We can break up the word and sentence count by adding optional phrases and sentences. Here's an example. Here we are putting blank text next to a spin pipe. Using blanks as spin options will, in this case, make these two sentences and this word completely optional, further increasing uniqueness. Spinning paragraphs is a great way to break up and spin an article's layout. As we just saw with words and sentences, you can make entire paragraphs entirely optional by using the blank method like this. We put a blank next to the pipe here, making this entire paragraph optional. You can also spin paragraphs by preparing two or more different versions and spinning them together by hitting the Spin Together icon. The best spinner will ask you whether you wish to include a blank paragraph in the spin, which can further break up article layout. We can also increase the number of paragraphs by using and spinning line breaks. For example, this 4-sentence paragraph can be spun into 2 separate paragraphs by entering a new line after the pipe here. You can also use the break tag instead of a new line break. The break tag is HTML code, and if you are comfortable with HTML, you can take your spins further by spinning such things as text formatting. Here's an example of spinning bold and italics formats with normal text. Headings can also be spun in the same way. You can also play with having bullets on some articles and line break listings on others. Here are my bullets with the same text but in line breaks instead of bullets here. Also, think about spinning images, videos, and other media, such as and if you are very comfortable with HTML, the sky's the limit, as you can spin such things as tables, block elements, complex lists, and so on. Spinning backlinks will help build authority for the website you are targeting. I won't go into details here, as I've already covered that topic at length in the Creating and Managing Hyperlinks video. Finally, if you are a data merge expert, you can add a data-driven element to these strategies that will truly take your spins to the next level. And remember to take full advantage of the best spinner's nested spinning capability to really push the limits of spinning. This concludes this comprehensive tutorial on advanced spinning strategies. Feel free to contact us to share your own spinning strategy